Hello, and thank you to those joining us around the globe here at the Chandler-Gilbert Sports Network. I'm Adam Perry, joined with my best friend, Andrew Fury. Andrew, how are we doing today?
I'm doing great today, Perry. Thanks for having me on the broadcast, man. Good
Don't
day
say it
for
like
baseball.
that, man.
Oh,
this is me and you. We're in this together.
Absolutely.
So here we go. Chandler-Gilbert taking on South Mountain Community College here at home. These two teams faced off yesterday with South Mountain coming out on top, pulling away with an 8-1 victory, spearheaded by the pitching of Jackson Jelkin. He went 6.2 innings, allowed 2 hits and 1 run, which, you know, anytime you have a pitcher go almost the entire game, allowing 2 walks and striking out 10, more often than not, you're going to lose that game. So South Mountain, with some great pitching, pulled that one out yesterday, and here we are today. The Coyotes looking to get one back. And, you know, now's a great time to start picking up conference wins. On the bump today, trying to lead that effort, it's Alex Karns for the Coyotes. Good to see him back out there behind the dish. Eric Anderson over at first base. It's Easton Bryant. Second base, Jamison Armstrong. Over at shortstop, it's Camden Plew. Over at third base, Ethan Hatch. And the pitch right by number 28.
We see some aggressiveness here early from the South Mountain hitters. You know, leadoff hit, that's big for morale in the dugout. And it could potentially rattle a pitcher. I don't think Karns is that kind of guy. He's going to come, continue to attack. You see him consistently throwing the ball in the zone. He wants to go at hitters. He's putting a lot of trust into his defense here early. Yeah,
so the leadoff hitter, that was Christensen, number 11, playing first base for South Mountain here today. And, yeah, he's going to take off here. The throw from Anderson is in time, and the tag, though,
they say he's getting under
was
that.
Apparently not. So, yeah, the field umpire saying that the runner evaded the tag. Camden Plew having some words of confusion. Good throw there from Eric Anderson, though.
Yeah, I thought that was a good throw. Just a little wide, but it definitely had beaten the runner there, so there must have been an issue with the tag in order for the umpire to call the runner safe.
Yeah. Number 28, Jackson, went down swinging on that previous play.
Good stop from Eric.
So there's one out here in the top of the first, and, yep, Eric Anderson showing the technicality of his defense, you know, able to square that ball off, keep it in front, and keep the runner on second base. And up to bat, it's Kenneth Jimenez, the catcher here today for the South Mountain Cougars.
Good pitch from Karns, just outside. Runner in scoring position early. South Mountain won by a big margin yesterday. They're definitely trying to make a statement here in this first inning, putting a lot of pressure.
This ball dribbled up the middle. Camden Plew fields it cleanly. The throw is in time. And that'll be the second out of the inning. A good clean put out there from Camden Plew. Kenneth Jimenez, the catcher, pushed the runner over, but sacrifices himself in the process. And now with 2 outs and a runner on third base here in the top of the first, Alex Karns is in a pretty good position. The 0-0 to Chacon inside. The hitter, Dominic Chacon, went to Horizon High School. I played him in the state tournament last year, high school baseball for 5A, and this kid can rake, let me tell you.
Yeah, he's batting in the middle of the South Mountain order.
The 4-hole.
Yes, sir. Means he definitely has some pop. Is he a freshman?
He is. He's a freshman.
Nice.
Yeah. Karns deals. This ball popped into shallow left field. Coming in is the left fielder, Turgeon, and he makes the grab. So Alex Karns allows a leadoff hit and locks it down from there. He strands a runner on third base, and the Cougars unable to strike first in the top of the first. We go to the Yodi offense here in a sec. And back to work we go. Pitching on the bump today for the Cougs, it's Jacob Beltran. The pitcher sports a 2.3 ERA. He's got 5 wins and 2 losses on the season. 47 innings pitched, which puts him in second on the entire team, which shows that South Mountain is not taking this game lightly at all. They know it's a conference game. And even though they got the better of the Coyotes yesterday, they know what these Coyotes are capable of. Up to bat first, it's number 20, Ben Hashizaki.
Hosh.
One of our Canadian Wizards. Up to bat. Takes a hack there on the fastball down the heart of the plate, but comes up empty. Good pitch from Beltran.
Haven't seen Hosh in a couple of games here at home, so it's nice to see him back.
Yeah.
Back in his leadoff spot.
And this one, belted right back up the middle, and Beltran keeps it in front, right off of his glove. Gives a thumbs up to the dugout, and nothing for Hosh to hang his head about there. Got a good piece of that ball, but hit it right at the pitcher.
Yeah, if it's not hit right at him, you know, that's a base hit all day.
Yep.
And I think that was a good piece of hitting there from Hosh.
Yeah.
Hit it where it's pitched.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So now, stepping in, J Money.
J Money. So Jamison Armstrong, number 10, playing second base today for the Yotes, now up to bat. He's going to take ball 1 inside on the bender from Beltran. And one thing that stands out to me already about Beltran is his pitching delivery. When he comes up into his peak leg lift, his back is all the way turned to the hitter. So he's really maximizing his rotational capabilities there, building as much momentum as he can, and uncoiling like a spring. I don't have the velo numbers on him, but just off the eye test, I can bet you that he's sitting in the low 9s. This ball grounded over to second base, clean play, and the throw is in time. That's Jackson, the second baseman, with the putout. And that'll bring up Dante Turgeon, Mr. Magic Stick, having quite the magic season. And the Yotes could use a little bit of that magic here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, 2 quick outs. Comes right back attacking the zone.
Yeah.
That's impressive when pitchers can do that. They keep a fast pace, but they continue to attack hitters.
Yeah.
Put them on the defensive side.
Yeah. Absolutely. This one fouled straight back. Dante was just under that one. And he'll find himself in an 0-2 count because, as you mentioned, Beltran is working fast and he's just beating up the zone right now with the fastball breaker mix. Catcher set up on the outside part of the dish. The fastball hit the spot, but the catcher was just set up in the lefty batter's box, so he's not going to get the call there. That'll bring us to a 1-2 count now. The payoff pitch, slider, just misses the lower outside part of the zone. A good pitch from Beltran. He seems locked in today. He's hitting his spots on the money, maybe missing by an inch each time. The 2-2 hits his spot again, and this time he's going to get the call. Dante is going to walk back to the dugout, and the Coyotes will take the field once again here as we go into the top of the second. Still scoreless in this one. Here we go, back in the top of the second. Karns still on the bump for the Coyotes and up to bat. The 5-hole for the Cougars, it's Carter Ritchie playing DH today. And instantly the thing that stands out, he's got 9 bombs on the season, which is just incredible. Not too sure if he's leading this conference, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was. Takes a hack there on the inside fastball from Karns. Comes up empty. And he's in a 2-strike count. Karns showing great fortitude today, showing great composure. Seems like a veteran up there on the bump. Just get the ball back, step on the rubber, and buries his face in the glove waiting for the sign. And he's commanding it as well. Not afraid to shake off pitches. Knows what he wants to throw. And the fastball stays up and away that time. So a good battle here in the first at-bat of the second inning. Karns deals the high fastball again. And now into a 3-2 count we go. This at-bat, very important on the rest of the game. Ritchie flies into shallow right field. Tracking it's Jamison Armstrong, and he makes the grab.
Oh my
My goodness. Put that one on ESPN. Top 10 of the week because Jamison Armstrong just went vertical and horizontal here at the Chandler-Gilbert baseball field. Left his feet, and he came down with the ball. That was incredible. He was in a dead sprint as soon as the ball was hit. Never stopped sprinting until he had to lay out. And to make that play is just phenomenal. So Jamison Armstrong comes up with a big grab here in the top of the second. We've got one out. Up to bat next, or now, should I say, it's number 27, Jared Glinsky for the South Mountain Cougars. And Karns spraying the fastball a little bit here in the top of the second. Kind of working in and out. Dials it in right there down the heart of the zone, and Camden Plouffe fields it. The throw is good. And Karns has got himself 2 outs now here in the top of the second. Up to bat, it's Carson Waslewski, a man that I had the pleasure of sharing the field with since I was 8 years old.
That's sick.
Yeah, grew up playing with this kid. He's a competitor. He's a fantastic athlete. Very, very agile. Great hand-eye coordination. And, you know, I went to high school with him for my senior year over at Castile, and he played well. I'm glad to see him at such a well-established program like South Mountain, and especially to be in the lineup as a true freshman as he grounds this ball over to third base. It's fielded cleanly by Ethan Hatch. The throw is good. But, yeah, Waslewski is a great kid. Phenomenal fielder and hitter as well, but didn't get the better of Karns that time as we head into the bottom of the second with the Coyotes looking to crack this one open. And back to action we go. Beltran still on the bump for the Cougs, up to bat. It's number 40, the tank, Tate Lewis. And Beltran deals a ball right there. So we're quickly in a 1-0 count, and got a quick correction from one of the gracious fans here at the Chandler-Gilbert baseball field today. Beltran in that first inning of work was sitting right around 88, touching at 89. But I wouldn't be surprised if, as this game goes on, he reaches in for a couple more ticks on the fastball and breaks that 90 mark. But for the time being, he's living in the high 8s. And paired with that breaker of his, he's doing quite well. Spins one there for the first strike of the at-bat. And Tate Lewis is in a 2-1 count right now, a count that he's familiar with.
Yeah.
A comfortable count for him.
Tate has a good eye.
Yep.
Reason for the majority of his success is he swings at pitches that he likes.
Yeah.
And he's able to drive balls. We've seen numerous extra base hits this year. He's second in team average behind Dante Turgeon. So he's having a tremendous season, and it's because of his discipline and his poise at the plate.
Yep, Beltran sneaks one in there on the outside part of the dish, and we're in a full count here. Tate Lewis batting .380 on the season, slugging .565. He's got 3 bombs, and he skies this one. Coming in is the shortstop, now the third baseman, and he's underneath it for the grab. That's Schneider over there at third base.
And immediately
for the Cougs.
We can hear the roar from the Coyote
The
fans.
Ryder Hancock fan club is in
Yes,
attendance
sir.
today. We hope that the rest of Ryder's family is watching at home. And we've got some here.
Yes, sir.
Always love when the Canadians can make an appearance to the Chandler-Gilbert baseball field, and as well as any of our fans, really.
Absolutely.
So if you're watching at home, you know, you're thinking about coming out to a game, please. We'd love to have you. It's a great environment here in person. And Ryder Hancock is in this at-bat. He fouls that one down the third base line. He's looking to impress his fan club that's out here today.
Absolutely. Canada's finest, man.
Yep.
Right center gap's looking mighty juicy right now.
The 0-2 pitch fouled off.
Good fight.
Yep.
Good battle with 2 strikes. Something we've seen him do all year. That's why we find him in the middle of the lineup.
Yeah.
He's a tremendous hitter. Very disciplined as well.
Can really grind out at-bats. The 0-2, fastball high.
Working his way back into this count. 1-2.
Yep. The 1-2 pitch is a bender, and Ryder saw it out of the hand. The bat didn't even leave his shoulder as that one bounced right before the plate. A good stop from Kenneth Jimenez. Even though there's no one on, it's always good to see a catcher working on their craft.
Good take from Ryder.
Yeah.
Elevated fastball. That's not always the easiest to lay off, especially with 2 strikes. Just goes to show the skills that Ryder possesses.
Yep, so into a 2-2 count. The pitch from Beltran, the fastball. Doesn't draw a swing. Sorry, that was a 3-2 count. And Ryder Hancock's going to take first base on a base on balls. Beltran almost got him going on the high fastball there, but Ryder Hancock used his strength to prevent that bat from crossing the plate. So up to bat, it's number 3, Camden Plew, playing shortstop for the Coyotes today, as he usually does. And he watches the 0-0 pitch on the outside part of the plate. Always good to have a guy like Camden Plew in your lineup, you know, in a conference like this that's so sophomore heavy. To have a vet like Plew with so much conference experience. He knows, he's been here before. He's comfortable in the box at all times. And he knows how to execute.
Yeah, very much a team guy. He puts together great at-bats.
Ryder Hancock going to take off. The throw from Jimenez is not in time. Ryder
Let's
Hancock
go, Ryder.
with another stolen base on the season. That's his 20th bag. And Ryder Hancock is in second place.
You said 20?
20th bag.
28. Wow.
Yeah.
20 bags for the Canadian.
It's no easy task. That's impressive,
amazing.
seriously. So he's got a 20-bag season already. Playing some games with Beltran, dancing over at second base, and Beltran deals a nice breaker that gets Plew swinging. Plew now in a 1-2 count. Could really help the Coyotes out, especially with no outs here.
Good take from Plew there. Some of the South Mountain fans wanted that one.
Yeah.
Coyotes showing off their eye today. Some good competitive pitches that they're laying off of.
Yeah, Beltran doing a great job of hitting his spots, but sometimes the catchers just set up a bit off the plate, and Plew swings at the bender. Right there, comes up empty, and he's going to be thrown out on his way to first base. So that'll be, I believe, now the second out here in the bottom of the second. Yes, second out. And big bad Easton Bryant is up to the dish.
Oh, yeah, love to see that.
He left the yard in emphatic fashion here Thursday night. Started a massive rally for the Coyotes that
I love that.
that resulted in them winning the game against Ben U Mesa. A 10-run inning. All started with this guy right here at the dish on a solo bomb.
Yeah, we always talk about momentum, and that's exactly what he brought to the dugout.
Yeah, he lit them on fire.
Against Ben U.
Beltran deals a nice changeup on the outside part of the plate. Got Bryant swinging at nothing but air.
Bryant now in a 2-strike count. Looking to battle and help this Coyote offense strike first. Setting up on the outside part of the dish again. Missing their spot coming inside. Bryant takes. There we go. You hear shouts from Dan Campbell in the dugout.
It's hard to not hear him.
Absolutely.
Campbell, a very large human being. He's jacked.
Just like the giant Bryant.
Yes. I wouldn't be surprised if they were related. And we've got time. The pitch clock ran out on the pitcher, Beltran. That'll be an automatic ball. So in a 2-2 count now. Big bad Bryant. He's got a man on second base. It's Ryder Hancock. And with 2 outs, let's see if he can get anything done. And swings at the changeup once again from Beltran. Comes up empty, and that'll be the final out here in the bottom of the second. We'll head into the top of the third. Beltran did a good job there, stranding Hancock on second. And we've got a bit of a pitcher's duel here.
Absolutely. A lot of our games start out just like that.
Yeah, exactly. Until one side, the pressure becomes too great, and they crack as a team. We'll see if it's the Cougs or the Coyotes here today. Here we go in the top of the third. Karns deals an 0-0 strike fastball right in the outside part of the plate. Good framework from the man behind the dish, Eric Anderson. And up to bat for South Mountain, it's number 18, Diaz. This ball grounded over to Jay Money, and he makes the play with ease. He's riding a lot of momentum after the layout grab in the top of the second over in foul territory. Hopefully we'll see that on ESPN.
About that.
Uh-oh. Didn't get the good camera angle this time?
We do not have that area.
It's okay.
Where did you caught that, like, right in front of the bullpen?
The bullpen.
That's insane.
So unfortunately, even though we do have some 360 surveillance over here
Now more
at
like
the Chandler-Gilbert. 320 surveillance at the Chandler-Gilbert baseball field. That play from Jamison Armstrong last inning snuck into the blind spot. But we saw it.
Yeah.
So hopefully, you know, the fans, those of you watching at home, can take our word for it.
Ball was caught.
J-Mo made a fantastic
about
play.
over there by the fence behind Easton.
Yeah.
Full layout dive over shoulder catch from J-Mo. It was a bang play. Happened insanely quick. J-Mo showing off those tools that we've spoken about before. Wow. He's a walking highlight reel. Good pitch there from Karns.
Yeah, Karns right around the zone today. He's looking phenomenal. He's in a 3-2 count here against Connor Schneider, the third baseman today for South Mountain.
The payoff pitch.
The payoff pitch. This one grounded over in the 5-6 hole. Plu was there. The throw is not in time. Plu had to track back deep into the hole and throw off his back foot there. Just couldn't make the play happen in time. Off by a fraction of a second. But Schneider will end up on first base here in the top of the third with one out. And that'll bring up number 11, Sam Christensen. We're back to the top of the order, and a shout out to one of Christensen's family members. I can only assume Jason Christensen. CGCC, best video in the conference by far. We appreciate the support, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. We love our words of encouragement. This ball skied into foul territory over by third base, and Ethan Hatch makes the grab. That'll be the second out here in the top of the third, and that'll bring up number 28, Jackson. Jackson playing second base today for South Mountain. And we've got a good one today as Jackson flares this ball into left center field. That ball is gonna be caught. Ben Hashizaki leaves his feet, comes down with the ball out there in the left center gap. I didn't think he was gonna get to that one, to be honest with you, but shouldn't have doubted the speed of the flying Canadian
plays here today.
Yeah, wow.
Wow.
The Yodi defense is really showing up.
First J Money, and then Ben Hashizaki.
Yeah.
That's baseball right there. Tremendous work from the boys today. Hosh leaving his feet. Same with J-Mo. Wow, that's just incredible to watch.
It's infectious, man.
Yeah, you love to see that.
Hosh saw J-Mo lay out for a ball, and he was like, hey, anything you can do.
I can do better. Nah, I don't know. They're both such good plays. I can't really choose between.
Yep, so we're still scoreless here as we head into the bottom of the third. It's still Beltran on the bump for the Cougars. Into the bottom of the third we go. Beltran deals an 0-0 slider, and it's in there for strike one. Up to bat, it's Ethan Hatch playing third base for the Yodis here today. And Hatch is a great guy. Gave me a sandwich Thursday night. Very appreciative. And he's going to fly out there into shallow left field for the first out of the inning. Not the at-bat he was looking for, but really goes to show the Coyotes' approach here today. On attack mode, which is exactly where they need to be given their situation in the current conference standings. Got to be fighting tooth and nail from every game here on out. Up to bat, it's Eric Anderson now. Behind the dish today. And he takes ball one on the outside part of the plate. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball striped down the heart of the dish. Anderson didn't like it. And we're in a 1-1 count now. Beltran deals this one, hit well into left field and lined it straight to the left fielder, Jared Glinsky. So that'll be 2 quick outs now for the Coyotes, something that we've seen in previous innings here today. But, you know, these barrels will eventually start falling. They'll find the gaps. And I'm sure the Coyotes know that. But Beltran is avoiding really hard barrels right now.
You know, our hitters are trying to find gaps that our team, I'm sure South Mountain's frustrated with that as well, because we're just stealing hits away from them.
Yeah.
And then you see our hitters hitting balls directly at their players. So very much a pitcher's duel today, but we got to give props to the defenses on both sides of the ball who are just doing a good job of keeping their pitchers in it and preventing runs from crossing the dish.
Yep. And got to give credit to the pitchers, especially with their pace and, you know, how they're attacking the zone. Beltran wasted no time, and we're in an 0-2 count. Ben Hoshizaki up to bat.
Good take from Hosh.
Watches that one low. Hosh in the box. Beltran on the bump. Beltran deals. Strike 3, inside part of the plate. Hosh didn't move the bat, and he's got some words going back to the dugout. Still a scoreless contest as we head into the top of the fourth. And into the top of the fourth we go. Karns deals the 0-0 fastball on the outside part of the plate, exactly where Eric Anderson was set up. Both starting pitchers today have really been able to hit their spots. I mean, exactly where their catchers are setting up. Haven't seen any mistake pitches, really, as this ball is grounded over to third base, and it's going to get past Ethan Hatch. Right off his glove, that ball is going to roll over to Dante Turgeon in deep left field, and number 23 for South Mountain Community College, Kenneth Jimenez, the catcher, gets him started off with a double here in the top of the fourth. Up to bat after him, it's Dominic Chacon, the power hitter from Horizon High School. Had some kind of home run record last year. Obviously that back in high school against much, much different competition than he's going to face here, especially in this conference. Always interesting to see how the elite level high school hitters translate into this JUCO competitive conference.
Yeah, big step up in pitching. You see a lot of 90-plus arms now, high 80s at the minimum for sure from a lot of starting pitchers especially. And we see good control today, high 80s from both pitchers who can really bring it with the fastball, but have been able to spot up their off speed, which has resulted in a scoreless game so far.
Yeah, Chacon, though, adjusting well, batting .324 on the season. He's got himself a trio of home runs. Karns misses on the outside part of the dish. And this game is starting to get some life, some noise from the Cougar dugout, as they might be smelling some blood in the water here after the leadoff double from the catcher Jimenez. This ball grounded hard over to second base. J-Mo feels it cleanly, but Chacon pushes the runner over to third base and just made the job of Carter Ritchie that much easier. Ritchie having a fantastic season in his own right. Batting .280 on the year, which makes his 9 home runs all the more impressive. This ball batted well. Underneath it in right field is Ryder Hancock, and we'll see if the throw is in time. It'll be cut off by Easton Bryant. Not much of a chance there, you know, especially when the hitter's able to put a ball that deep into the outfield. The runner on third base tagging up is not much of a question. And the South Mountain Cougars are on the board first here in the top of the fourth. Now leading with a score of 1-0. This ball fouled straight back. Up to bat, it's the left fielder, Jared Glinsky. And with 2 outs here in the top of the fourth, it'll be interesting to see if he can keep this inning going or if the Yotes can get some momentum back, and Glinsky's going to keep it rolling with a base hit into shallow left center field. That'll bring up number 3, Carson Wozlewski. Grounded out to third base last time. And he's a true freshman playing shortstop.
South Mountain doing a good job of getting some going finally. They get runners on consistently, back-to-back hits. You see some pop as well coming off of their bats. A lot of balls hit to the outfield. They're not rolling over, so they are starting to see the ball a little better.
Yeah.
This second and third time through the lineup.
Karns has been hitting his spots very well today. Just seems like maybe he's leaving those pitches a little bit over the plate and higher in the zone when South Mountain is getting to him. But not a big adjustment for him to make. He's not missing by much, and he's not missing very often. That fastball is just high and inside. And Karns, for the first time today, is in a 3-0 count. And a crucial at-bat.
Yeah, needs to attack the hitter here. Curious to see if South Mountain has the green light. Regardless, it's going to be a ball.
So Carson Wozlewski will make his way down to first base on the base on balls. And here in the top of the fourth with 2 outs, the Cougars have got themselves a bit of a rally going. John Watson is going to try and break up the momentum here, go out and talk to his pitcher. We'll take a quick break while he straightens things up. Back to work goes Alex Karns. And up to bat for South Mountain Community College. It'll be number 18, Diaz. In a situation like this, now is the time for Karns to really step up and close the door. Prevent this inning from getting out of hand. Because right now, I mean, it's not too bad of a situation, especially if he's able to record an out here and end the inning. Only allowed 1 run.
A 1 run through 4, and
yeah, no,
he wasn't getting smashed around the ballpark.
No,
he's been battling.
Yeah.
You see a good swing and miss there. Karns able to hit his spot again. 2-1 the count now. Showing some life. We got force outs all around. Double play situation still in play. Karns looking to deal. Catches that outside part of the plate.
Maybe
good receiving work from the defensive juggernaut, Eric Anderson.
Maybe a bit of help from the home plate umpire right there. And, hey, the help is more than appreciated.
Or just insane deception.
Yeah, hey.
From Eric.
This ball grounded softly over to second base, and Jay Money makes the play. So Alex Karns works out of a bit of trouble there with 2 outs. He allowed 2 base runners on after the run came across, but quelled any excess noise, stopped the avalanche from occurring. And we'll head into the bottom of the fourth where the Coyotes trail 1. Back to action we go. Jay Money lays down a beautiful bunt, and the throw bounces right off of him. And he's going to look to take second base here. Some heads-up running from Jamison Armstrong after the beauty of a bunt will land him on second base. So Jamison Armstrong gets the Coyotes off to a strong start here in the bottom of the fourth. A well-placed bunt, and the catcher, Kenneth Jimenez, made a good play on the ball, showed off some fast twitch athleticism, and the throw just bounced right off of J-Mo. And he ends up on second base, so up to bat now, it's Dante Turgeon.
That's a good way to answer for your pitcher,
Yes,
Karns.
yes.
You know, especially right after you ran into a tiny bit of trouble. South Mountain squeaked a run across the plate.
Yeah.
You want to be in a position where you have the momentum in your favor.
Yep.
And J Money delivering for the Coyote offense.
Yeah, beautiful statement there. Showing that the Yotes are right in this game, not backing down at all. J-Mo getting a bit of a rally started. A potential rally started here in the bottom of the fourth. Whether it becomes a rally or not is up to this man right here, Dante Turgeon, who watches the fastball high right there.
A lot of fans here in attendance.
Yep. Beltran deals a bender, and Dante fouls it off straight back. That's a pitch that he particularly likes. The hanging breaker. He's left the yard with it a few times on the season. But he fouls that one off and puts himself in a 1-2 count. The 1-2 pitch fouled off again.
Good battle.
Yeah. Beltran doing a great job of mixing up his pitches. Doubles up with a breaker there, but that one a bit more horizontal movement. Stayed away from the barrel of Turgeon. So we go to a 1-2 count again. Beltran deals. Fastball up and out for ball 2, but didn't miss by much. Jacob Beltran has been hitting his spots here today and making it as difficult as he can. Ooh, for the Yote hitters, and that ball is gonna bounce right off of Dante Turgeon. I thought that one caught him up by the chin, but it looked like it might have knocked off his elbow. He took it like a champ regardless, and the Yotes have a little bit of something brewing here in the bottom of the fourth.
I'm sure the big fella over at first is fine. You know, it may sting a little bit, but
hey, he's a tough kid.
I'm sure he just wants to get another at-bat so he can hit. He was on pitches that at-bat.
Yeah.
Really looking to drive something there.
So Tate Lewis is up now, and Jamison Armstrong with a beautiful, beautiful lead there. Got the perfect jump off of Beltran's timing, and he could have walked in backwards to third base, but he chose to slide. And Dante is going to advance as well in the same play, so now with Tate Lewis up to bat.
That's a good look from J-Mo.
Yeah.
He led the way. That way Dante can get into scoring position as well. Now there's not a force out. Threat of the inning coming to a close.
Yep, and I mentioned earlier that, you know, Ryder Hancock was second on the team in steals, and that man on third base right there is the leader, Jamison Armstrong, now with 25 bags on the season, as Tate watches a beautiful bender down the heart of the dish for strike 1.
2-1 the count now. Tate was definitely looking for a fastball there. If he had gotten one, he might have hit it to the street. So good decision to throw a curveball there.
And Tate flies this one into deep right field. Tracking back is the right fielder. He makes the grab, but Jamison Armstrong is going to cross home plate and get us all knotted up at 1 here in the fourth. So Tate Lewis, sac fly, picks up the RBI. And Dante Turgeon is standing on third base as well, so this rally of the Yotes is not quite finished.
Oh, stepping into the box.
Ryder Hancock.
Canada's finest.
Ryder Hancock with a chance to take the lead here for the Yotes. Got a man on third.
He's come up clutch numerous times this season.
Grounds this ball up the middle. Wozlewski fields it cleanly. And Dante holds up at third as Hancock goes down for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up number 3, Camden Plew, the Yodi shortstop today. And Mr. Green Jacket, the batting title leader last year for the Yodis, could come up big here in the fourth.
The intimidation from South Mountain. A lot of curveballs today in these counts. You've seen what happens when they do throw fastballs. Hitters like Tate Lewis are on them, driving them to the warning tracks. So, yes, continuing with that slider, not wanting to come with the fastball. I'm sure they've done their scouting or seen the scouting reports.
Yeah.
Because these Coyote hitters do love a good straight fastball.
And Beltran not willing to give that up as he bends another slider in for a strike. So Plew falls behind now in a 1-2 count. And Jacob Beltran is pitching quite well. Deals a high fastball, and Plew swings right through. He'll go down with the swinging K for the third out of the inning. And as we head into the top of the fifth, the Yodis were able to equalize, and we're all knotted up at 1. Into the fifth we go, and a bunt is laid down, fielded by Hatch. The throw is in time. Ethan Hatch showing off the range over at third base, coming in, making a clean play. And Alex Karns has a 1-pitch out here in the top of the fifth. That was against number 13, the third baseman, Schneider. And up to bat, it's number 11, Sam Christensen. Sam batting an impressive .351 on the season, .466 slugging. He's got 2 bombs, 9 doubles, and 46 hits total. Fouls this one off.
So, quite frankly, this kid can rake.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of lefty hitters today from the South Mountain.
Their recruiting coordinator likes the unorthodox players, apparently, as this ball was fouled high towards third base, and Ethan Hatch coming up big once again in this top of the fifth with the second out there as he makes a grab. And now Karns, 2 quick outs, has a chance to close the door on South Mountain and keep the momentum rolling that the Yodis just gained as they equalized last inning. A well-manufactured run that knotted us up at 1. And this could be a gateway into some Yodi domination. This ball grounded over to first base, foul. Sounded like the bat might have broke there, but number 28, Jackson, doesn't think so. He's going to stay in the box.
Alex Karns continuing to attack these hitters. Misses high there, a little frustrated with himself. You can tell he likes to keep himself accountable, hold himself to his own standards. Still throwing a phenomenal game. That's why you see him out here in the 5th and no life in that Coyote bullpen.
Yeah.
This is a kid that can go the distance.
Ooh. Gets the ugly swing from Jackson, and Alex Karns stepping up in a huge conference game today. Through 5 innings, he's only allowed a run. And he's been hitting spots like nobody's business. So we head into the bottom of the 5th, knotted up at 1. The ball is in the Coyotes' court. Up to bat to lead off the bottom of the 5th for the Coyotes. It's big bat Easton Bryant. And he watches a 2-seamer on the outside part of the dish for ball 1. Still on the bump for South Mountain Community College. It's Jacob Beltran. Pitching very well. Kind of reminds me of Johnny Cueto with the back turn, but he doesn't have quite as much flair and gamesmanship. Johnny Cueto would sometimes balk on purpose just to mess with hitters. Love to shimmy his shoulders and whatnot, but Beltran is all business. And Easton Bryant is ahead in the count right now, 2-1.
Good take there.
Yep, 2-1 fastball high. A pitch that Beltran has shown off quite a few times today. Hasn't got too many Coyotes biting, though. The Coyotes have shown incredible plate discipline here today. I'm sure they know how paramount winning this game is on the outcome of their season.
It's very important to split with these Division I's.
Yeah.
You know, last Division I that the Coyotes played was Pima Community College, and we fell short in that bout, losing both games. So luckily for us, all the other D2s within this conference got swept as well that same day, so it didn't affect our standings.
Yep.
But it's good today that we're showing poise at the plate, we're showing discipline, and just playing all-around good baseball, because we have to definitely split with this South Mountain squad.
So speaking of poise and discipline, big bad Bryant watches ball 4 and makes his way down to first base. That'll bring up Ethan Hatch, who I think has a new walk-up song.
Love it.
I got some confirmation from the mother that the fans watching at home unfortunately cannot hear the walk-up songs. We had a field mic at the beginning of the season, but unfortunately,
got hit with a foul ball.
Yeah, broke. So that's in the process. Maybe, hopefully we can have that set up though before the end of the season. You know what I mean? Because
yeah, get it back.
Some of the glove pops you just can't replicate that anywhere else. Ethan Hatch grounds this ball over to shortstop, and he'll be thrown out at first, but
good hit and run there.
Yeah, hit and run. So Easton Bryant prevented the double play, and he finds himself on second base, while Mr. Ethan Hatch will walk back to the dugout. But he did push a runner over into scoring position, so he'll be met with some high fives and head pats from the Coyote dugout. Up to bat now, it's Eric Anderson.
Eric's been playing in a couple of these past home games, and he's been finding some barrels. Hasn't translated to many hits because they're not necessarily dropping all the time. But he's definitely catching barrels, putting some good swings on balls. That there was a half swing, so not helping my case here, Eric, but I'm sure if he
it happens
finds
to the
a
best.
pitch he likes here,
Yeah,
he'll put a tremendous swing on it and give the Coyotes a chance to take the lead.
Yep, so Eric Anderson on the half swing will fall behind into an 0-1 count. Beltran deals, and it's a fastball outside off the glove of Kenneth Jimenez. Easton Bryant will advance to third and take a look, but he won't think about advancing home. And Eric, so yeah, maybe crossed him up.
Yeah,
because
you see Jimenez go out there, talk with his pitcher.
Yep, anytime that.
Perry, doesn't that look a little familiar?
Yeah, anytime that you see a catcher take a walk up to his pitcher after something like that, where it bounces off his glove or his chest protector, and the catcher looks confused, then you can be pretty sure that they're talking about a cross-up with the signs. Me and Fury have gone through that.
Absolutely, we have. There's video evidence as well.
Yes, Fury had a head cam on actually, so we got the conversation as well.
You know,
I want to
that
find
was
that
like the
video.
birth of my camera days.
Yeah, yeah.
Eric Anderson here. See if he can. Easton Bryant 90 feet closer.
Yep.
The infielders a little closer as well, trying to cut down that run.
Yep, and the middle infielders are going to push back into their normal positions. Eric Anderson takes a healthy hack on the 1-1 off speed, and Beltran has found himself ahead now in this count, 1-2.
Bryant 90 feet away.
Yep, 90 feet.
Good
eye from Eric Anderson, watches the fastball low.
Putting together a good at-bat here is extremely important. Bless you, Perry.
Thank you very much, Andrew Fury. You know, springtime, the allergies roll around, and Eric Anderson takes a hack at the high fastball in a 2-2 count. So he'll go down with a swinging K.
Now stepping in, Ben Hashizaki, who's put some good swings on balls today. We saw him drive one right back up the middle. But here he is now. A chance to hopefully drive some to the outfield, bring a run across. Drive some to the outfield. Left side.
But foul. So Hashizaki coming out aggressive. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Oof, Hash tries to lay one down, but is unable.
2-out squeeze action.
Yeah.
With Hash's speed, you could definitely do some stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So it's nice that we have all these tools on display for our coaches to pick from, because they can get very creative.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the best aspects of this Coyote team is, you know, how moldable they are. I mean, they can do just about everything. They can work out of any situation. and they love to manufacture runs. They tried to do it here, but now in a 1-2 count, I mean, with 2 strikes, you almost never want to bunt. And it looks like the Coyotes will trust the bat of Hashizaki. Hash grounds this one over to second base. Gives it a good hustle, but is unable to beat it out as it's fielded cleanly by the second baseman. And South Mountain does a good job of keeping this one knotted at 1. Strands a runner on third.
Got a good game. Good game on our hands.
Real good game. These conference games, man, especially as we get into the later innings, they have quite an aura of intensity around them. Taking the bump, it's still Alex Karns, and why would he not when he's pitching so well? We'll be right back after this quick inning break. And this ball flared over to right field. Underneath it, it's Ryder Hancock. His fan club's going to give a good little shout in support after that one. And Alex Karns has a 1-pitch, 1-out yet again here in the top of the 6th. That was the DH.
No, it's nice. We got to see Ryder show off his arm the other day as well.
Yeah.
When he cut down that runner.
I'm sorry, that was the catcher, Kenneth Jimenez. Up to bat now, it's number 19, Dominic Chacon, playing center field today. Takes a healthy hack there. This ball driven deep into left center, and not as deep as I thought, as Dante Turgeon ran almost in on that ball.
We now have 2 outs.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
2 pitches, 2 outs.
Motherfucker.
For
Dude,
Alex
I
Karns.
swear, I knew you. Oh,
2
man.
2 pitches, 2 outs
I did not
for
say
Alex
it,
Karns.
broadcast. I did not complete that
We have a bit of a running joke up here in the broadcasting booth that Adam Perry tend to jinx things a little bit.
It's funny. You're like, Adam Perry. You should be like, Adam Perry solemnly swear to stop.
It's fun, man. It's fun. So,
dude, it's not fun.
2 pitches, 2 outs. Up to bat, it's the DH, Carter Ritchie.
There was just a meeting with the coach and Ritchie, so
done on purposely,
might have been
though.
told
yes.
not to swing at this pitch.
Yes, highly likely that he got the take, and Karns deals a center cut fastball. Carter Ritchie, his bat was glued to his shoulder, had no intent of swinging there. So 0-1. Karns throws a beautiful slider, but Carter Ritchie lays off.
Here the or not the Coyotes, sorry, South Mountain
the
Cougar
Cougars
dugout. Barking a little bit. Not really gonna change up the intensity from Karns, who's continuing to attack. 5 innings strong now.
Yeah, he's so locked in. So locked in. Ritchie skies this ball to deep center field. Tracking back is Hashizaki. He's on the warning track, and he makes the grab right by the fence. Carter Ritchie got a good piece of that one, but Karns has his defense behind him. We head in to the bottom of 6 after the 1-2-3 inning from Alex Karns, still knotted at 1. So here we are in the bottom of the 6th. Up to bat, lead off for the Coyotes. It's the second baseman, Jamison Armstrong, J-Money.
J-Money.
J-Mo, the steal leader, stolen base leader for this Coyote team. Has 25 on the season. Came into this one with 23. And on the bump, it's still Mr. Beltran for the Cougars. J-Mo takes a healthy hack and fouls that one off.
0-2.
0-2.
Look at how fast these pitchers are working, man.
Yes.
And we can see the stands continuing to get more packed as more fans are showing up. You love to see that opening day baseball happening, but a lot of fans still opening day just happened recently. So MLB baseball is on, but
opening weekend basically,
Yeah, fans though continuing to pile into this Coyote field where the Coyotes have been working some magic here against a Division I program.
Oof. Beltran throws something nasty that gets J-Mo to take a half swing. He'll go down with a K to lead off this inning. And up to bat, it's Dante Turgeon.
Ooh, dangerous man stepping into the box. Love to see an extra base hit from him here.
Yeah.
Get something going, get in the scoring position.
Someone's going to crack this game open, man. We see it all the time. We saw it on Thursday. Saw a very similar game take place. It was quiet through 5 innings, and then Ben Yu at Mesa posted 4. The Coyotes responded with 1, and then just 2 innings later, the Coyotes exploded with a 10 spot. Hopefully, we get the same outcome here today.
Yeah, I like to see big innings, but I hope it is the Coyotes that do so. See the pitcher and catcher probably not on the same page. Trying to get on the same page here. It's an important time to do so.
Yeah.
When you've been throwing 5 innings strong, trying to work your way through the 6, you could start to become a little more tired. You got to figure out what's still working and what to kind of ditch.
Yep.
You know, sometimes the curveball's there, and then other times it isn't. We've seen a lot of fastballs missing high.
Yes.
He could maybe be telling his catcher here to give him a new target. Just really they're going to work over something and hope that it translates when the hitters have seen him a couple times already, and now they could have figured a couple things out. You see a lot of hard swings on pitches here. Not many takes from the Coyotes.
Yeah, and especially it could be even more specific than that with, you know, Turgeon being a well-known power hitter in this conference, especially being now in the heart of the lineup, the 3-4-5.
Good leave on a slider. Away. 3-0 the count.
Yeah.
You know, getting on by a walk is just as impressive as getting on by a hit here.
Yep.
Because you're just trying to get a man on the base paths.
Start something.
Yes, sir.
The 3-0 pitch, a fastball that stays high. And Beltran having some location difficulties right there. Allows the walk. And that brings up Tate Lewis now with the man on first base.
The tank. Him and Dante have been phenomenal at the heart of the order.
Yeah.
For the Coyotes. If one's down, the other's picking them up. But there's also times where they're both hot and they seem almost unstoppable. Yes. I like that Dante's got a sliding mitt. Oh, dude, I was literally just about to say that. He took off.
So Dante started to take off there, but held up after Tate fouled one off.
I mentioned the sliding mitt from Dante because he's known more so for his power, not necessarily his speed.
Yeah, not necessarily a huge speed guy. He does have 5 stolen bases on the season, though. So you can't put it past him. You can't put it past him.
You know, they're thinking about him now.
Yeah, hey, he did his job.
That's good, maybe just straight tactics because you want to focus on someone as dangerous as Tate at the plate.
Yes.
Interesting to see where Tate ends up after this year. This kid's just been having a highlight season.
Yeah, Tate batting very well, hitting .380 on the season. And as you mentioned, a very powerful 1-2 punch in the heart of this Yodi order. They normally follow one another back to back. And Tate flares this ball into shallow right center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Tate Lewis getting these Yodis going. Getting these Yodis going in the bottom of the 7th.
And there he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Ryder Hancock, baby.
Man. Bottom of the 6th, apologies. I'm antsy. I can't wait to get to those last couple innings because that's when it really, I said it was the bottom of the 7th.
Ah, no biggie, bro, no biggie.
But that's when it really, you feel the intensity. It gets hard to breathe up here, man. And in a game that's as tightly locked as this one, those last few innings are going to be crucial. Ryder Hancock flashes bunt and fouls it back. He'll fall behind 0-1. But that ain't no biggie for him. Battling adversity might as well be his middle name. The Canadian phenom takes a hack, fouls this one over the Coyote dugout.
Continuing to be aggressive today. That's the name of the game. Aggressive on anything in the zone. Coyotes seeing the ball well here at night. Fortunate to be one of the teams that have lights at their field, so we get a good amount of night games.
Yeah.
And you can tell where that pays off when the Coyote hitters are continuously getting people on base in the scoring position, making the game exciting.
And this one gets away from Jimenez. Both runners will advance it back. Now Dante Turgeon standing on 3rd and Tate Lewis standing on 2nd.
Uh-oh.
Ryder Hancock's job just got 90 feet easier as the Yodis are looking to crack this game open on its head. 1-1 is the score. Hopefully not for too much longer.
Yeah, 1 out. Ryder not letting the situation get the better of him here. I'm sure he's staying within his approach, trying to stay short, put something in play. Good take.
Yeah.
Good take.
Beltran threw something spinning in the dirt right there. Jimenez did a great job of bodying it up, keeping it in front. With a runner on 3rd base in a 1-run ball game, that is just paramount. Ryder Hancock takes a deep breath. Awaits the pitch, and it's a fastball high.
I just love the approach.
Andrew Feary, very passionate about the approach of the Yodis here today. And
yeah.
Ryder Hancock has competed his way into a 3-2 count. Beltran getting his sign, comes set, and awaits to deal the payoff pitch. This ball lifted into center field. Coming in is Dominic Ciccone, makes the grab, and he rifles the cannon home. Both runners will stay home. Unfortunately, Ryder Hancock didn't put that ball far enough into the outfield for the Yodi runners to tag up. And that'll put all the pressure on Mr. Green Jacket number 3, Camden Plew, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Pressure hasn't been a huge obstacle for Plew this season. He's a veteran player, and here in this situation, I'm sure he's looking to put the team on his back and help us get through this inning. We do not want to leave runners stranded continuously like this, inning after inning.
Yeah.
You know, that just shows the fight in the Cougar pitcher today.
Yep.
He's run into a couple obstacles, but he's continuously battling, and now he has to get through Camden Plew. Mr. Green Jacket. Good.
That's number 12, Jacob Beltran, on the bump for the Cougars, and he deals a bender low for a ball right there. Apologies for the wind picking up here. Weather's still nice, though. Beltran's in there with the slider.
A lot of trust in that slider today.
Yeah.
He's thrown it a good amount. Nearly probably like 50% of his pitches have been sliders.
Yeah.
Maybe more. Trying to keep the Coyote hitters off balance.
Which is exactly what you have to do if you want to be successful in this conference. Can't be a fastball dominant pitcher. It doesn't matter how high of a velo you can run it up to. These ACAC hitters can catch up to it.
Yeah, yesterday we know the South Mountain pitcher over at South Mountain threw phenomenal and had a lot of velo in his arsenal. Camden Plew getting the walk. He's gonna strut down to first base. The bases are full for the giant, Bryant.
Yep. Last time we saw him out here, he left the yard.
That was only 2 games ago. The man is hot, and he is dangerous. We see a call to the pen from South Mountain. That's going to be it for Beltran today. Phenomenal outing. I'm sure he's a little frustrated getting pulled, trying to work his way out of this. He's done a good job of doing that plenty of times in this game, but that'll be it. You hear the roar of claps coming from the stands, recognizing the performance that Beltran has put on today.
So we'll take a quick break while we let the South Mountain pitcher warm up. Coyotes have the bases stacked and packed here in the bottom of 6. Knotted at 1. So now coming into the game to pitch for South Mountain, it's number 8, Matthew Martinez. Matthew has 13 appearances on the season. No starts, so he's been out of the bullpen consistently for the Cougars, and he's done very, very well. Posted a 2.7 ERA through 26.2 innings, which is no easy task. He's got 35 strikeouts as well.
But he is facing a dangerous man.
Oh, man. Big, bad Easton Bryant. Oof.
Wow, something filthy there.
That looks like a two-seamer from Matthew Martinez, and my goodness, does that thing have a lot of run on it. That'll be interesting for the Coyotes to adjust to. Easton Bryant might have thought that one was going to hit him. He threw up his arms, trying to evade it, and it bent right back over the heart of the plate.
Wow. Off speed again. Those South Mountain pitchers definitely did their homework on this Coyote offense.
Yes.
They have done a good job of keeping us off balance.
Easton Bryant in the box here. 2 outs, base is packed, and 2 strikes on him. Big situation for the true freshman. This one grounded over to first base, fielded cleanly, and he's gonna step on his own bag. So Matthew Martinez comes in relief for Jacob Beltran and cleans it up. Only took 1 batter and stranded 3 as the Coyotes were unable to pull ahead, take a lead there. We head into the top of the 7th with Alex Karns still on the bump for the Coyotes. So Alex Karns still on the bump for the Coyotes here in the top of the 7th.
We do have some action in the Coyote pen now. So Karns, ooh, gonna be on a short leash, and I'm sure he recognizes that as he comes right out the gate with a hard fastball down the center cut of the plate.
Up to bat is a left fielder, Jared Glinski. Glinski batting .255 on the season. He's got 2 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 jacks. And how about Alex Karns tonight, man? Coming out.
Dude, that's a good spot, though.
Coming out in perhaps one of the biggest games of the season and putting on a phenomenal performance. So far in the season, he's posted a 4.83 ERA through 31 innings, and he picks up another strikeout there to add to his total, which was 17 coming into today. And Alex Karns maybe didn't have the greatest start to his season, but it seems like every outing he just gets better and better.
Goodness. It's like Justin Verlander right now, getting better as the game goes on.
Seriously, Alex Karns
has been electric here.
Has been slowly piecing it together this season, and tonight it looks like the puzzle is complete.
Holding this South Mountain offense to 1 is a hard task.
Oof.
They've had a lot of success this season.
This ball lifted to left field coming in. It's Dante Turgeon, and he's going to make the grab. Dante adding a little flair to that one.
Not known for his defense primarily, but he definitely wanted to put on a little show, like J Money.
It's infectious
already.
It's contagious, man.
Yeah, we've seen some good plays here today from Hosh, J-Mo, now Dante.
Turgeon. Yep.
Apologies for the wind as well.
Unfortunately, Mother Nature is not a part of the Chandler-Gilbert fan club. She chooses to be against us here tonight. But still a beautiful night. Couple hoodies, couple people wearing short sleeves as well. Temperatures right around 71.
We have a name for you in the pen. That's going to be big time Seth Thompson.
Oh, man.
So he is going to look to come into relief for Alex Karns.
Waddy is not messing around.
Yeah, Waddy's never
big
never
time.
have I seen Waddy just mess around.
Not at all. Going straight to the big guns in Seth Thompson. Once Alex Karns is done putting on his masterclass here tonight. And into a 3-2 count we go. The batter, Diaz. Karns deals the payoff pitch. This ball grounded over to Jamo. Jamo fields it cleanly, and the throw is good. So a quick 1, 2, and 3 inning for the Coyotes.
Alex Karns.
Alex Karns, man.
Great job, young man.
Phenomenal outing, and we head into the bottom of the 7th. All knotted up at 1. So here we go. In the bottom of the 7th, Ethan Hatch is up to bat. And the pitcher, number 8, Matthew Martinez, only took him one batter to work his way out of the hairy situation that was the bottom of the 6th. Bases were juiced, and he got a roll over to first base.
Yeah, came in out of the pen, definitely did. Oh, he's got that quick arm action, which can aid in tunneling pitches very well.
Yep.
See him get Hatch to an 0-2 count early, so he's looking to show off his arsenal that's been hiding, tucked away in that dugout.
Tucked away.
Yeah.
And I'm sure South Mountain, a great program, has plenty more tucked away.
Yeah, good arms from that team. They've carried their team through a lot of tough matchups this season, playing teams like Central, Coyotes, and having a lot of success.
Hatch fouls another one off, doing a great job of fighting and staying alive here. In a 1-2 count, and still foot is on the gas, on attack mode. The 1-2 pitch is a slider, and Hatch fouls it straight back. Matthew Martinez has the most appearances out of any of the South Mountain pitchers on the season with 13.
A lot of trust in this kid then.
Yes, he's definitely a favorite of the coaches. As this ball was grounded over to second base and fielded cleanly, Hatch will be retired for the first out of the bottom of the 7th. And that'll bring up Eric Anderson. And, you know, to touch on what I just mentioned, you know, when you perform well to start off a season, coaches will take a liking to you, and they build trust with you, and that's how these relationships start. Clearly, Matthew Martinez has been lights out all season with his 2.7 ERA.
In 13 appearances.
In 13 appearances, and the South Mountain coaches think very highly of him.
I've seen a lot of good things from him already.
Yeah.
Put on display. Seems to be, good. Good solid pitch there. Also a great hack from Eric, who's just off on the timing.
Yep. Something I've noticed from Martinez is he doesn't throw anything straight. His fastball has a lot of two-seam action on it. He likes his changeup and he likes his slider. This one, though, looked pretty straight, and Eric Anderson thought just about the same, giving it a good oppo swing with some good pop on it. That ball rolled all the way to the left foul pole, and Eric Anderson gets the Coyotes going here with a double in the bottom of the 7th, and he'll be replaced with Devin DeVera on the base paths, but Eric Anderson does a job and gets the Coyotes moving here in the 7th. So
now we
up
get
to
to
bat,
see Hosh.
Mr. Hosh, Ben Hoshizaki, the center fielder today for the Coyotes. He's shown off his range, as well as flashing the bunt a few times.
You weren't kidding. Nothing straight for sure.
Shows off the two-seam. Yeah.
Eric Anderson able to handle it well, let it travel, drive it down that left field line. That ball is smoked.
Smoked. So Ben Hoshizaki fouls this one off, and Matthew Martinez quickly works into a 2-strike count. Ben Hoshizaki has plenty of tools in the toolbox. We'll see which one he chooses to work with here. The 0-2 rings him up on the outside part of the plate, and the Chandler-Gilbert fans in attendance are going to let him hear it.
Yeah, pitch that looked definitely outside. Was able to be received well by Jimenez behind the plate.
Yep.
That's unfortunate. This ACAC zone is known, rumored to be a lot bigger than the normal baseball strike zone.
Yep.
And we see that there. A little bit of generosity from the home plate umpire.
And Jamison Armstrong comes up to bat and tries to leave the yard right there.
Yeah, that was opposite of generous.
Meaty hack from J Money, which, I mean, I love to see. It just shows how true these Coyotes are sticking to their game plan of attack, attack, attack. And J-Mo has been on attack all day today, made a fantastic play at second base, as well as his usual handful of routine ground balls.
Yeah, he's been doing a good job today defensively.
Yep,
now he's got a chance.
Always solid on the defensive side of things, and
good pitch there.
the offensive side as well. But Matthew Martinez is carving up the zone right now and gets ahead to a 1-2 count. Manipulating his pitches very well. The two-seam has a lot of vertical and horizontal movement on it. And he gets J-Mo swinging through strike 3. Strands a runner on second after the double, the one-out double from Eric Anderson. And we're still knotted up at 1 as we head into the top of 8. So here we go, top of the 8th. Alex Karns still on the bump for.
I love that Karns is still on the bump.
Yeah, hey.
So excited.
Ride him out, man.
Yeah.
When your
kid's having a day.
When your starter's having such an electrifying performance as Karns is, you let him go as long as he possibly can. And Karns works into an 0-2 count very quickly, wastes no time. And up to bat, it's the third baseman, Connor Schneider, batting a few ticks below 300 on the season. We'll see how well that translates here against Karns. As Karns misses up and in.
Just missed, let it back up a little bit.
Yep.
We've seen him attack that outer part of the dish to righties consistently tonight with that breaker. So hopefully he can get it over there if they're looking to throw it again. No, fastball away.
So Karns lets 2 pitches get away from him a little bit, which, I mean, when you're an 0-2 count, that's fine. You have a little bit of wiggle room, but
make the hitter chase a little bit.
Yep, now in a 2-2 count is when you pound the zone, and Karns does just that with the fastball. A good battle from Schneider to foul that one off and stay alive.
In the pen, big time Thompson.
Big time Thompson. And Karns gets the swing and strike 3. Well-placed pitch on the outside part of the dish. Connor Schneider swung right through, and Karns has himself one out here in the top of the 8th. Up to bat now, it's number 11, Sam Christensen. As previously mentioned, batting .351 coming into this one with 2 bombs. And this one is grounded just foul down the third base line. Ethan Hatch gave it a good chase. And Karns once again wasting no time to get ahead in the count.
That's exactly what you want to see this late in the game. Pitch count could be of concern to many coaches, but they look like they're wanting to ride out the stallion that's been on the bump here today.
Yeah. And that's something that Karns struggled with a little bit in the first half of the season, was, you know, being a little bit inefficient and starting off counts with maybe a ball. But as this season has really turned the corner and the level of intensity has been upped, Karns has stepped up to the plate. And every outing seems to just dial it in more and more. And tonight we're seeing the best form of Karns that we have all season.
As more fans.
More fans coming in. Hey, they want to catch the good part of the game, man.
Yeah.
Which is, of course, the end. And Alex Karns continues his streak of dominance here in the back half of this one, picking up another swinging strikeout. And the Cougars are seemingly having the life drained out of them in the dugout. Not too much noise at all coming from them. And, you know, no surprise when you have hitters walking back to the dugout with their heads down after striking out, there isn't too much to celebrate about. So sometimes it's hard to find energy, and South Mountain finds a little bit right there as they get a base knock from number 28. That's Jackson.
And then,
who unfortunately we do not have on the roster. Maybe a redshirt player that was upgraded. So good for him. But Alex Karns, ladies and gentlemen, just turned in a phenomenal gem of a performance. His time on the bump is over tonight. He'll be met with the embrace of the Coyote pack in the dugout.
Great game thrown by Alex Karns.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable game by Karns. Hats off. Made it through 7 2/3 while only allowing 1 run. Didn't allow any hit by pitches. Only scattered a few walks in there. And that's really the recipe to success when you're pitching to contact and letting your defense work and racking up as many strikeouts as he was.
Now,
you're typically going to find success. And now, moving past the spectacular outing of Alex Karns, we have big-time Seth Thompson taking the bump. We'll take a quick break while he gets warmed up, and we're still knotted up at 1 here in the top of the 8th with 2 outs. So a fan favorite from us in the broadcasting booth, it's Seth Thompson. And Eric Anderson is going to give a throw down to second base, and he's not going to catch the runner on the steal. Number 28, Jackson, picks up a bag, puts himself in scoring position. And with 2 outs, that's very, very important. The South Mountain dugout, I'm sure, is very happy about that. Up to bat, it's number 23, the catcher, Kenneth Jimenez. He's in an 0-1 count. That one snuck in for a strike, and Seth deals a slider that bounces in front of the plate, while Eric Anderson, the defensive juggernaut, showing why he earned the nickname and keeps it in front, preventing the runner from advancing to third. And now into a 1-1 count we go. Big time Thompson on the bump. Deals this ball lifted into shallow center field. Hashizaki lays out and comes up empty. This ball is going to roll to the fence. Brighter Hancock there to back up Ben Hashizaki, and just like that, Kenneth Jimenez will make his way to third base on the RBI triple.
He's definitely fired up after that one.
Yep.
The catcher's been hitting well today. Found his way on base here again. This time, little reward with an RBI.
Yeah, in the biggest way possible. He comes up for the Cougars, and Kenneth Jimenez having an incredible season. He's batting .388, the highest on the Cougars' entire roster. And he does it with flair right there, picking up his first triple of the season. Thompson deals right back in the zone, wasting no time. Up to bat, it's Dominic Chacon, the center fielder tonight. And Seth Thompson deals the 0-1. That's a fastball high and away. Pinch runner is in at third base. And South Mountain takes the lead in the 8th. Chacon lays some wood on this one. It goes a long way, but a long way foul. So Seth Thompson will pick up a strike there now in a 1-2 count. South Mountain leads 2-1. Seth trying to prevent that from becoming 3-1. Deals the 1-2, and it's a fastball high. Now Chacon is equalized. Has found himself in a 2-2 count. Seth getting the pitch. Coming set. Leg lift and deal. The 2-2 draws an ugly swing from Chacon, and
blue.
Doesn't draw a swing from Chacon. The field umpire.
From our view back here, that looks like a swing, but the field umpire disagrees with us.
So regardless, we go to 3-2. The payoff pitch on the way from Seth Thompson. Chacon swings, fouls this one straight back.
You know,
and we'll do it all over again.
Being ahead by 2 is a whole lot different than being ahead by 1.
Yes.
So South Mountain eager to get this run across.
Yes.
Seth doing everything in his power to not let that happen.
The payoff pitch once again.
Got him. Come on.
Is not in there for strike 3. That's going to be ball 4. Just barely misses. I'm not sure where that one missed. Perhaps inside. And Chacon will make his way down to first base on the base on balls.
Don't be surprised here if they want to put the arm of Eric Anderson to test once again.
Yeah.
He's done a great job this year gunning runners down, but tonight, unfortunately, has not been able to catch any of the South Mountain speedy runners. So South Mountain in a good position here with 2 outs.
Yep, and up to bat, it's Carter Ritchie, the DH. Chacon is going to take off, get himself in a rundown. We'll see how well the Coyote defense reacts, and Jamison Armstrong throws it away. A run will come across, and Dominic Chacon will advance to second base as the South Mountain Cougars
manufacture a run.
They pull away now. The score 3 to the Chandler-Gilbert 1. And, you know, the defense has been tight all night for the Coyotes. Just a little slip up right there from JMO will be costly as the Yotes now trail 2 here in the 8th. Seth, though, wasting no time, gets back to business and deals a slider for a strike against Ritchie. Another slider. Well-placed pitch by Seth Thompson, battering the outside part of the plate here tonight. And now big-time Thompson just a pitch away from getting out of this one. The 2-strike pitch. Seth triples up with a slider, and Carter Ritchie bites once again. He'll go down swinging here in the top of the 8th, but the damage has been done as South Mountain Community College takes the lead, now 3 to the Chandler-Gilbert 1 as we head into the bottom of the 8th. Here we go. In the bottom of the 8th, up to bat, it's number 13, Mr. Magic Stick, Dante Turgeon.
Oh,
Dante.
Yeah. Started numerous rallies before.
Yeah, in a familiar position. Martinez deals the 0-0. It's a fastball high for ball 1.
Martinez, 2 innings under his belt in this game already. He's done a good job of attacking hitters.
Yep, deals a slider that tunneled well off the high fastball. They came out of the same slot and they looked like the same pitch until the slider took off right there. Snuck it in right by Turgeon for strike 1. We go to a 1-1 count. The pitch, a fastball inside part of the plate, and Dante grounds it through the 5-6 hole. for a beautiful base hit to start off the bottom of the 8th for the Coyotes. That's the way to do it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, that's how you get a rally started, you know. We're at the heart of the order now. We see Tate, the tank, stepping into the box. Due up next, Canada's finest. Dangerous part of the order for Martinez to try to get through. He's found some success tonight, but his biggest challenge is in front of him right now.
Tate Lewis in the box. Martinez deals. Tate fouls this one straight back. Martinez deals a beautiful slider in there for a strike.
Tate, I'm sure, wanted that one.
Yep. Martinez has been so effective tonight with his 3-pitch mix, the 2-seam slider and the changeup.
The changeup has made some very
key appearances. And all he needs is the slider right there, goes right back to it and gets the strikeout against Tate Lewis. Up to bat now. It's the man with the fans, Ryder Hancock. Canada's finest.
Yes, sir.
It was only a matter of time. It was a matter of time before we messed that one up.
Yeah.
But Canada's finest up to bat in a very key spot. Martinez is going to pick off. Turgeon back to first. In safely. And Ryder Hancock. Very electrifying player.
Absolutely. He's got fans crossing the border just to see him play.
Yep.
Does his thing on the ball field day in and day out as he takes a pitch there. He's going to continue that bat. Ryder, I'm sure, trying to stay within his approach here. He's done a great job of pulling the ball this year. Hitting balls to all parts of the field.
Yeah.
Just needs to find a gap here. Takes another high and inside pitch. Martinez, a little less control than in innings prior. We see Jacob Anderson for the Coyotes warming up in that bullpen. Don't be shocked if you see him make an appearance in this ball game.
And this ball driven well into right field, coming in as a right fielder, and he doesn't make the grab.
No.
But he's able to convert the out over at second base.
That's
he recovered in time and got the force out. Turgeon was held up in between first and second, and he's gunned out on his way over to second.
Good piece of hitting there.
Yep.
Just a good display of defense as well. Unable to make the catch, but that's what had Dante stuck up in the middle. So it was also smart of Dante not to be too far out there, because he could have been caught up in a double play if that ball was caught. Now Camden Plew looking to follow suit, hopefully catch a barrel like Canada's finest just has. Ryder with some speed on the base pass.
Yep. Camden Plew watches the 0-0 pitch. It'll be a fastball in the other batter's box. And once again, shout out to all of those joining us around the globe. We appreciate your support very much. From the Thompsons to the Christiansens, you name it. The Karns, you name it. Tons of fans. We'd love to have you out here in person. But the man of the hour is Camden Plew. Martinez picks off yet again, and Ryder is in safely. And with Hancock being such a threat on the base path, so much speed, it's to no surprise that the Cougars are trying to keep him close over at first base. Blue takes a hack. This ball driven to center field. Tracking back is Chacon, and he makes the grab. And just like that, Martinez does a good job of preventing an avalanche after the leadoff hit from Dante Turgeon. And we head into the top of the 9th, where South Mountain looks to extend their lead of 3-1. So here we go, the top of the 9th, and we have a pitching change. On the bump now is Jacob Anderson, the freshman pitcher out of Horizon High School, who has put together a very phenomenal freshman campaign. Through 26.1 innings pitched and 9 appearances, he's posted a 1.37 ERA, which is absolutely lights out. And he's looking to continue that streak here again tonight against South Mountain. Up to bat first for the Cougars is Jared Glinsky, the left fielder. And Jacob beats up the outside corner right there for the first strike of the at-bat. Now in a 2-1 count. And Jacob Anderson throws the bowling ball fastball, very heavy.
Good pitch.
Has a lot of carry on it, high spin rate, and once again.
Not going to get the call, dang.
Did he not give him that?
No. Or did he?
I thought he signaled the.
Oh, he did? Okay. That's
Maybe.
on me. I looked down.
Gets a strike right there. 2-2 is the count.
Oh, yeah.
Gets the swinging strike 3, the high cheese. And that pitch is something that we see very often from Jacob Anderson. The high fastball is a very hard pitch to hit, and especially his, because his high spin rate will keep the ball carrying, and it almost has a rising effect to the hitter's eye. And you'll see them swing right under that pitch all the time. That's one of his favorite pitches to throw, so keep an eye out for that. Goes right back to the high fastball, but that one just too high to draw a swing from the shortstop, Carson Wozlewski.
Good pronunciation there, Perry.
Hey, I've got experience.
I see you, bro.
Got experience, man. Got experience. Said this kid's last name probably about 1,000 times.
Is this the kid you played with?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, in high school and back when we were just young little leaguers running around trying to have fun.
I can only imagine.
I was a beast. I could hit, believe it or not. But anyways.
To the viewers at home, do not let Perry fool you. This man cannot hit.
I rake. Anyways, 1-2 count. 1-2 count here Jacob Anderson deals the high fastball once again, and Carson Waslewski can't catch up.
What a beast Jacob Anderson is.
Yep, the high heat makes its second appearance. 2 strikeouts in a row with that pitch. And for good reason.
Righty on righty action from Jacob.
Yep. Up to bat now, it'll be Kyle Alexander, who I believe is now just substituting into this game for his first at-bat. He's hitting .270 on the season, got himself a pair of bombs. And he's slugging .514.
Swinging it well?
Yeah, not hitting terribly.
But Jacob Anderson has been throwing it extremely well.
Yes. And goes back to the high fastball. Alexander chases. Because it looks like it's going to drop, but it just keeps on going. Stays high. That one gets away from Eric Anderson, and they'll change out the ball.
You know what, Perry? I feel like we should note that South Mountain was one of the teams that had to work for Pro-Am alongside us.
Yes. So to fundraise for this season over the fall, over here at Chandler-Gilbert and South Mountain, we work security at the ASU football games, Arizona State University, and it was quite the experience, to say the least.
Not the
but
most
these
fun.
guys, these guys went through it with us. They, had to raise money for the program so we could keep changing out these baseballs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So they know how to handle adversity as well. I would say that was adversity.
That is adversity, for sure.
Half swing attempt. Doesn't
get the call. Jacob Anderson threw the bender outside, trying to get the chase, and he almost did. But Kyle Alexander laid off, and we go to a 3-2 count. The payoff pitch on the way. Swung at, grounded over to shortstop. Camden Plouffe fields it cleanly. The throw is in time. So just like that, Jacob Anderson comes in relief of big-time Seth Thompson, posts a nice 1-2-3 inning, and it all comes down to these Yodi hitters in the bottom of the 9th. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It all comes down to this. In the bottom of the 9th, leading off for the Coyotes, it's Big Bad Easton Bryant. The 0-0 pitch, fastball, snags the outside corner. And that's something that we've been seeing all night from the pitcher Martinez. Matthew Martinez came out of the pen following the wonderful performance of Jacob Beltran and picked up right where Beltran left off with no slack. Martinez has been throwing a beautiful 3-pitch mix. He's got the 2-seam, slider, and changeup, but it's really been the 2-seam and slider for him tonight. Goes to a changeup there, though.
Wow.
He gets a strike call as Easton Bryant falls behind. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count.
See some frustration from the Coyote dugout.
Yep.
As the umpire looks to be expanding the zone slightly. Could have been that Martinez has established such a strike zone beforehand that he's getting a little bit of leniency around the corners.
Yes.
But nonetheless, he's doing a good job of throwing around the zone, and the Coyote hitters may have to simply just adjust.
Yeah, that's something you see very often when a pitcher is dominant and are peppering the strike zone. You'll see the umpire often expand it a little bit for them, maybe as a sign of appreciation or an acknowledgement of the domination. But nevertheless, Easton Bryant watches the ball in the dirt right there, and we go to a 3-2 count here in the bottom of the 9th. The payoff pitch, swung at, grounded over to shortstop. Wasilewski fields it cleanly, and the throw is good. And Easton Bryant will be retired for the first out of the bottom of the 9th. Up to bat now.
I love that song. Every time I hear it.
It's the Salem University recent commit, Justin George.
Yes, sir.
JG started off the season a little bit slow, didn't get too much playing time, but he's found his spot on this Yodi offensive roster. JG
takes the first
pitch strike.
Martinez not playing around. I'm sure he has done his scouting report on this offense, and he knows that JG is a very dangerous hitter. And you can't just throw something too juicy right over the plate. Oof. Wow.
Martinez threw a nasty slider right there, and Justin George chased it. JG batting .423 on the season, slugging .577 with a bomb. And he chases a slider for strike 3. Martinez pitching phenomenally here tonight. Justin George gave it his best effort, came up to the plate aggressive in attack mode, but didn't get anything that he could barrel.
Now it's Eric Anderson, who does previously have a barrel on the day. Shot a double down that left field line.
Anderson drills the ball into shallow right field, and he's going to have himself a single here in the bottom of the 9th.
Eric Anderson turning it up a little bit. 2 outs. He's just letting Martinez and South Mountain know that we are not finished.
Down to the last out are the Coyotes, and just showing how dedicated they are to that attack approach. You're going to have to get these guys out of here big time, because they are not going to go away until the umpires say that we can't play anymore. Into base run for him. It's number 2, Devin DeVera. And Ben Hashizaki is now at the plate. Hash takes a hack at the changeup outside from Martinez and comes up empty.
Hash also a very aggressive hitter. You know, we see him here having to put something together, a little more pressure on him as the Coyotes are looking to keep this game alive.
Hash lays one down. Beautifully placed bunt, and Jimenez can't corral that one into his glove cleanly. That'll be an infield hit for Ben Hashizaki, one of many on the season for him. Showing off one of his greatest assets right there, which is his bunting capability. That bunt was absolutely perfect.
Dude, he catches people by surprise. They know it's in his arsenal, yet he can still catch them by.
Yes.
He does it in the middle of counts.
Yeah.
And he's such an elite bunter that he will get it down.
Yeah.
And we see that there.
This ball driven well. Jamison Armstrong.
Are not done.
And they're going to hold the runner up over at third base. That's Devin DeVera. And my goodness, some life in this Yodi offense in the bottom of the 9th. A bit of a hit party going on. All started with Eric Anderson, laid a ball beautifully into right field. Then Ben Hashizaki with the bunt single. And now Jamison Armstrong lays some wood on that one. A line drive right over the shortstop's head. And the South Mountain Community College head coach is going to come out, have a quick chat with Martinez, who was lights out before this.
Yeah. Wow, Coyotes just really turned it on. All it took was one, and that was Eric Anderson, who got it started. Immediately following that, crafty Ben Hashizaki, and then the aggressive Jay Money just steps up. That happened in a matter of a couple pitches. That was bang, bang, bang.
Really?
And boom, the bases are full.
Just like that. Yeah, here we are in the bottom of the 9th. 2 outs and bases are juiced.
Definitely smart of the coach to slow down the pace of play for Martinez, who's about to face someone like Dante Turgeon. And then Dante Turgeon, man, this kid's a force to be reckoned with, and in a situation like this, he's looking to do some damage. Perry, excited.
Yep, so Dante Turgeon up to bat. The 0-0 pitch is a slider up in the zone, something that we've seen from Martinez all day long.
A big matchup here. Martinez, one of the best pitchers in the South Mountain staff.
Yes.
And
Turgeon,
one of the best hitters in the Coyote offense. Not looking to throw anything too good over the heart of the plate.
Yep.
Is Martinez. 2 breaking balls away, trying to force Turgeon to maybe hit something towards that right side.
Yep.
Possibly weaker contact, because I swear, you make a mistake here, Dante Turgeon will bust this game wide open.
And the fielders of South Mountain shifted over to the left after the first pitch of the at-bat, perhaps recognizing that Dante Turgeon has power to the pull side, but I mean, he has power to all fields, so that's not going to help him too much.
We've seen him put some balls out on that right field fence. We've seen him barrel balls up the middle. What can he do here?
Martinez deals, fastball
Good
outside.
Display of, oh yeah, that's.
So we'll go into a 3-1 count now. Martinez hitting his spots still, but Jimenez was set up just off the plate, and the home plate umpire tightening it up there. The 3-1 pitch, slider, outside part of the plate, snags the edge, and will be called a strike.
Down to the final out.
Dante Turgeon now in a 3-2 count here in the bottom of the 9th. 2 outs, bases are juiced. This is the stuff of dreams, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't do nothing too crazy.
The 3-2 pitch doesn't get the chase. Dante Turgeon will take his stroll down to first base. Martinez tried to get the chase on the slider, and it landed in the lefty's batter's box. Dante Turgeon will make his way to first, and the Yotes play to run. Now South Mountain only leads 3 to the Coyote 2. And up to bat, bases still stacked and packed. It's Tate the Tank Lewis.
Oh yeah.
The 0-0 pitch to Tate. Slider grounded over to shortstop, fielded cleanly, and the throw is good. So South Mountain able to escape disaster here in the 9th. The Yotes competing until the very end, but couldn't quite do enough, couldn't get that timely hit there. And South Mountain will come out of this one with the series sweep against the Coyotes, which is very unfortunate for the Coyotes in terms of conference standing, now falling to 10-14, overall record of 21-18, and they lost this one in nail-biting, heartbreaking fashion, unfortunately. It'll be interesting to see how these Yotes respond next time they come out. That'll be at Yavapai College on Tuesday, 12 p.m. and 2:30. Next time that we are at home will be next week, Saturday at 6 p.m. against Phoenix College. And a very unfortunate outcome here for the Coyotes, but to no discredit of the effort of these Coyotes. It all started with Alex Karns came out, pitched an absolute gem of a performance, 6.2 innings, 1 run allowed, no hit by pitch, and only a few base runners in his entire outing. Karns absolutely set the tone for the Coyotes, and Seth Thompson came in for his relief. Now Seth, unfortunately, got tagged up a little bit by the South Mountain hitters. They did a fantastic job of adjusting to the pitching change. And after Seth Thompson came Jacob Anderson. Jacob shut the door. But the pitching of South Mountain today was just as phenomenal. Jacob Beltran pitched a beauty of an outing, very similar to that of Alex Karns. They both allowed 1 run in the 5th inning and none after that.